What's up, shooting family? Sandman here. Matt Sanders, your host, Shooting Secrets, episode 4. Today we're going to handle footwork, and got my shooter Eric here with me. But before we get to footwork, and we're going to do footwork in a 2-part series, so you're going to love this stuff. We're going to break it up. We're going to start just with some basics in the footwork. But got Eric with me today. Super grateful to have Eric and Z. Z's on the camera. Want to give a shout out to my boy Jesse, alpineapparelco.com, alpineapparelco.com. He does incredible t-shirt work. He will do hats. He does hoodies. Hit him up. So Eric, if you'll bring the ball up, I want to go back and just kind of start with the grip. So go ahead and bring it up there, Eric. Eric has pretty large hands. He's got a good grip on the ball, and what we talked about before, if you remember, is we want to have this space in here. We call that the peak hole at Shot Doctor, and we want to make sure that we have that. That helps with the grip. He can hold on to the ball. His balance hand is on the side, again, not on top or in front, kind of blocking it. His hand is underneath the ball, and I want to stress this. I was watching a young lady shoot the other day. Make sure your shooting hand is underneath the ball. That's where you get the backspin from. We'll talk about that a good bit more as we get into the follow through, but I want to make sure that your hand's under the ball. Eric, you'll bring the ball down, and Z, if you can see this, his hand is in the center of the ball. And again, like these 3 fingers, the thumb, the first, and the middle finger are the ones you shoot with. So these 3 fingers and the thumb being in the center ball are so vitally important. So that's the grip. Okay, so bring it back up, Eric. And as we talked about last week on episode 3, we talked about the shoulders being quote unquote square. Well, we're not looking for perfection here. We're looking for whatever's comfortable for you. But we want to make sure that our shoulders and our hips and our shooting arm are always going to and straight to the rim. How you get there is really in practice, right? You're practicing getting into my shoulders, my forearm, my head. Everything is going straight to the rim. If you get right or left, that's where your misses come. And at the end of the day, coaches, you know, you want your players to be consistent, and players, you want to be consistent. That way you get on the floor and you can be the best shooter you can be. All right, so we're good, Eric. So you can bring the ball down. All right, so we're going to marry 2 sports today. Love golf. Been playing since I was about 15. This is a golf alignment stick. We're going to use this stick as a direction so that we can teach you from the ground up about how important it is to be straight to the basket. So I'm going to use this alignment stick. Eric's going to kind of straddle it. We're going to talk about footwork. Let's hit it. So as we get lined up here, I'm going to point this stick straight at the rim. And remember, the best shooters in the world, their shooting hand and their shooting foot always go towards the rim. They're not perfect every time, but again, reps. We've got to rep that out. So we're going to work on that today. So as I line this stick up to the rim, as you can see from the stick, it's going straight to the center of the rim. Let me move it a little bit more. And what I'm going to have Eric do is I'm going to have Eric go ahead and straddle it, Eric. And what you can see right now is if you get in right behind him, is he is going, that stick helps him to go straight to the rim. Okay, so as a rule of thumb, if you're a right-handed shooter, you should step when you catch the ball in practice left, right. We want your right foot to be your body going towards the rim. So Eric, if you don't have to dribble it, just step left, right. Go ahead. Left, right. And as you can see, he actually automatically puts his right foot a little bit forward. Is that perfect? I don't really know. What is perfect? A perfect shot is what is comfortable for you. And coaches, I really think this is super important because as you're teaching your players, you want to put them in the most comfortable state to make the basket because you want them to score. And players, this is what you want as well. I want to be comfortable where my feet are going. Okay, so Eric, back up a little bit. And what I want you to do this time I want you to throw the ball up and I want you to step into it, don't shoot it, and do it like you would normally step into your shot. Go ahead. Left, right, good. And Z, if you can look at this, Eric's feet, if you'll come on this side, Eric's feet are a little turned across our perfectly straight line. Again, this is really important. It's okay. right? This is important, it's okay. But his shooting foot is going straight to the rim. That is so vital, right? That your shooting foot is always going straight to the rim. Okay, Eric, let's do it again. And this time I want you to pretend you're left-handed, throw it up and step right, left, and put it in your left hand so that the people can see what it would look like for a lefty. Go ahead. That's awesome. So in this instance, he's almost perfect. He is almost dead straight to the rim. And in your mind as a shooter, coaches, in your mind as a coach who is working with his players on shooting, this straight line thing is important, right? Just like in golf, we use that alignment stick we want to make sure that we're going straight to the flag, right? That is so important. So as I'm working on my shot, and as Eric's working on a shot, and he's about to shoot one for real, we want to make sure that we're going straight to the rim. I know I've said that like 50 times, but I want to really emphasize that today in footwork. All right, Eric, go ahead. Throw it up, step into it, and shoot it. Let it go. I got your rebound. Good, great shot. So that was easy. That's left, right. Now, what do we do if we're catching the ball, we're coming from our left, and we need to step right, left as a right-handed shooter? It's easy. Just practice that, right? If you are out of step, we're not saying that left, right has to happen every time. Right, left, right, that progression, you must work on that so you can go straight. All right, Eric, what I want you to do this time is still shoot it, but step right, left this time, not left, right. That's awesome. Let it go. That's wonderful. Okay, a little short, but his ball went straight. Again, that alignment stick tells you that your ball is going straight. And I want to say this as a coach. Straight balls that are missed are easy rebounds. We can rebound those. Eric can be following his shot and rebound it. Our big men around the basket on a straight ball rebound, make the shot. Easy rebound. So this is super important. Okay, I want to say this too. One of the greatest shooters to ever live is Larry Bird. And I'm from that era. And Larry Bird said this, and it's really, really important. Great shooters have great footwork. Not good footwork, not even getting better footwork, but great footwork. And if you watch them all the ones that are the great shooters right now, all of them, they all have great footwork. It starts at the bottom, right? Starts with your feet. Do the work early with your feet. Prepare yourself to shoot early, okay? So lastly, what I want to say today is how we're going to align ourselves. We've got the stick and we're going to go straight to the rim. This time I'm going to pass Eric the ball, and Eric is going to catch the ball with his left foot in the air so that we are playing out of the air, not flat on the ground. It makes you quick. So if I throw this ball to Eric and he's stepping into it and his left foot is in the air when he catches it, he can drive, he can dribble, he can step back, or he can just be in rhythm. That foot or both feet being in the air keeps you in rhythm, all right? So let's step into this. Eric, ready to shoot it, hands ready, good. Step in, left, right, let it go. That's good. Awesome. Easy shot, easy bucket. So Eric did a great job there with his left, right step of having his left foot in the air. This is super important because lots of kids that I've coached tend to catch the ball with one foot stapled on the floor. It makes you slow. It makes your shot slow. And the way the game is played now, especially from the three-point line, you really got to have that extra second or second and a half to get yourself ready to shoot when the defender is running at you, okay? So let's cover a couple more things here. One of the things that happens when you're going straight is the ball gets over the front of the rim or to the back of the rim, right? The straightness of the shot. So Z, if let's get behind him this time, and what I want to show everybody to finish here is Eric throwing the ball up, stepping into it, and let's see how his ball goes straight. Go ahead, Eric. Left, right step. That's awesome. Great. Ball went straight. I got the rebound. That's awesome. I think that is a perfect example of how that step works. He is a right-handed shooter. Okay, so Eric, you're still a right-handed shooter. I want you to throw it up and step right, left, and I want you to control that right foot step so your ball goes straight. Go ahead. Right, left step, brings it up, bucket. Good, a little long. Again, that's an easy rebound, right? That's what we want. You're not gonna make them all, but practicing the right, left, because as you guys know, as you play and you coaches know, coming off screens, stepping away from a screen, cutting to the basket, on a flare, on a back door. You're not always going to be able to step exactly how you practice. You need to practice all of them. Right, left, right. And on the next episode, we'll talk about a jump stop or a stride stop. We're going to talk about how to use that footwork so it makes you a more consistent shooter. And lastly, and most importantly today, super grateful for you guys, all you guys who are following and subscribing on YouTube. Keep that up. In the comments below, as many questions you want to ask, I want to address them. Again, just trying to give away everything I've learned over the last 27 years. shotdoctor.net. Love to come to your school and put on a camp coaches if you'd like to have me. And then Instagram, Shooting Secrets on Instagram with Sandman. See you next time.